Greetings, my people. 1 minute. I'm coming back to set our things right. Udo diro no mo Biafra. Ogadra inama. Yes.
No, Obia, Ije, freedom. Na udoka inario. Anya Tony Hippo for Barameno. Aye bundi Biafra, bundi judo naga. Obi, makilo makeju na jaga no. Oga de kwarai na ma. Omo Biafra, dekene. Biafra na tako. Ibo wen madu no. Ibo wen madu na tako. Omo Biafra de. Biafra na tako. No. Ibo wen madu na tako. Eji megu mekene, tifuna dekano. Odogwo ga dere mma, onyeze na odugolo di mma. Okwa ndi solo gili nenuwa, akologo gili lata. Okwa osisi bolo tolo, nirese gono makwere. Okwa nye mano no dugo, odoro negwe mma. Okwa koko nyaru, anachua yonso.
Welcome, sir. Sir, Engineer Anyanwu. Please welcome to my show. I'm pleased to see you, sir. God bless.
Dike kani kibu na Russia. Dike kani kibu na India. Dike kani kibu na Biafra. Nnamdi Kanu. Dike kani kibu na Biafra. Nzobu.
Should we vote or should we not vote?
Nzobu. Anyika zobu ndilo. Nzobu.
Before the land make a leggy. Sir, Doctor, Equato, Ali, welcome. You got up today. Should we vote or no election? Some said no, there will be election.
When they give God what belongs to him and give Caesar what belongs to him. As we seek for peace and humanity, it's not at all for vanity. There are once people is killing each other. I wonder why my brother.
You have to call it. Give us your reason. Why should we not vote? Or why should we vote?
Fellow, let my people go. Let my people. Even when madana sako. Nilo lapugana nyakano. Even when madonna. Even when madana sako. Ojudene lapudene. Nudena bulano. Mananya bulo nudene nenuwa. Iyo gogo. I want to know something.
Calm down, calm down. Argument they come. Share the video, invite your friends. Today is collective brain. Invite all Biafrans, all friends of Biafra, even Nigerians, even the Hausas, Yorubas. Come in. Let us deliberate. Let us argue. Because powerful Biafrans are here. And they are very annoyed if you go against the supreme leader.
Don't be afraid at all. Never you be afraid of anyone. You are a lion. I put you so at you book.
So my people, Chijireji Abola, Asoka Parapa Ishikaje. Today, there is room for Isu Igbo, Isu Beke, Isu broken, waiting they come out, waiting they enter. Every door they open. We go to Nyan, we gonna Nyan. We got to talk everything that, every option is on the table. My people, do you know what? Do you know why I choose this topic today? I have been watching and following a lot of argument debate. Because Biafra, in Biafraland, the Biafran people, the people agitating for freedom, have opened what the white man calls the Pandora box. Sorry, please. Because Nigeria is now boiling, Nigeria is cooking. Some people are happy, some people are annoyed, some people are forming fake alliance with the Biafrans because their dream is not working well with the Nigerian government or the alliance before. So today, the supreme leader of the Biafran Council or the Biafran entity or the Biafran agitation says there will be no election in Anambra State. A lot of things came out. A lot of publishing newspapers say that Anambra State is distancing themselves from Biafra agitation, that they will not participate in anything pertaining Biafra, that they are going to vote. That is why I opened this box today. If you have a Skype, use our Skype ID, Miro African Television. You will get us on Skype so that you will be able to call in. The whole world got to hear your voice. Or you call the German number +49 203 451 60927. Or you call the United States line +1 253 299 2978. All these lines is open now. You can call in, vomit your anger. Why should we vote? Because there are people in Nigeria, political elites, political parties, even the Biafran people, those claiming wearing the coat of Biafra, telling you the need and the benefit in participating in Anambra-ship election. My question today is this: should Anambra people go to poll on election day? Call in, be the first person to call in. Give us your idea. Tell us why, yes or no. And the reason why we should not participate. Because they made us to understand that every vote that you vote counts. Does your vote count in Nigeria? They say, go to vote. Go and vote in. But Biafra say, no election. And some people says, there should not be election in Nigeria or in Biafraland. So call in, explain to the people, tell the world, why should we not vote? So that is why this forum, this streaming is live today on Facebook. Because a lot of people are writing a lot of things. You can make free call with your Skype ID. In every Android, there is Skype on it. Call in, let us know the reason why. For me, for now, I am the referee. I will be in the middle to control the vote, the yes and the no election. You know, I will not tell you where I stand for now, but at the end of the day, we got to use a clear mind to decide what we should do. The caller before, my brother that called before, please, the stage is open. You can now call back. If you are listening in, if you are hearing what I'm saying, call in and tell us why. Because you call when we are dancing our Enyim by Enyi, because Biafra Lotago, you know that egu that our brother Don Prince, all na there bottom nora, oh name like this, for that egu, all my spirit and every network in my body got to charge. You know, so the stage is open. Call in, share this video, invite people, let everybody participate. Let us tell the people. Because when political elites from Biafraland travel abroad, like in German or another, they will tell them your people are agitating. They don't want to be part of Nigeria. And they will say, don't mind that useless people. That is those who doesn't want to work, because we created a lot of job for them. They don't want to work. They don't want to participate in the development of the country. So it is your duty now to make your voice open to the public. Let the world, let the Europeans I have a lot of Germans in my Facebook page. I have a lot of Germans that are following me. And I am happy that any time I come live, they listen in. Upon that, most of them doesn't understand English. But most of the things you are writing, they do translate it to read. So the message we are sending is reaching out. And they are sharing it, and their fellow Germans are sharing it. Likewise, that the legislators in Germans will also watch it and listen to your argument. So the room is open, the Skype is open, the numbers are open. Call in, tell us why we should vote in Biafraland. Or you tell us the reason why we should not vote. But the political elites in Biafraland are arguing that everybody should go out and participate in election. Should we vote in Biafraland? Yes or no? The call and everything is open. Call in, let us deliberate, let us discuss, let us iron things out, tell the world what you think, tell the world how you feel about all these games, all these shows in Nigeria. I streamed the debate yesterday. If you listen in, you heard what they said, you know, and most of them are not in support of not voting. majority are in support of you got to vote. Nnamdi Kanu has the mandate now in Eastern region. Every day in his father's compound, he accommodates up to 20 to 30,000 people, youths, and few advanced men around his palace. And the political elites that has the money in our place are giving a different story, having meeting upon meeting on how to do one thing or the other. So if you people are ready to vote, tell your people, we are going to vote. But Biafran says, no more votes in Biafraland. But there are other Biafran groups in Biafraland that are promoting, let us elect one Nigerian politicians into power in the name of or flag of Biafra. So if you have anything to argue about that, come in. Let us deliberate about it. Let us discuss. Should we go to vote, my people? Thank you, the caller on the phone. Hello, my brother who is on the line. Where are you calling from? Please identify yourself.
Okay, thank you very much. I hope you can hear me loud and clear.
You are clear if now our senior brother Zebrodaya.
Okay, thank you very much.
The mama came up.
It's a wonderful. We're doing that in Andoa. Anyway, viewers all over the world, this is a voice, Emmanuel Chibuze Guachi. And I'm calling from capital city of Mozambique. This evening, like our presenter said, is only a question. So I will go ahead and answer the question so I can give away the others will talk. To me, when you talk of voting in Biafraland, and voting is understatement. We are talking of, to me, there will be no election. Anyone can also say his or her own opinion. But to me, there should not be election talk less of voting. Why do I say that? I said that because the people we are dealing with, they are criminals. Whether you vote or not, they have decided who will be the governor already. So your vote don't count.
Okay, you said the vote doesn't count. Let me pick a call on the phone and let's hear from him, my brother. Thank you for that. Oh, he has just dropped. They call on the phone, you may call back. They call on Skype, you may call back, because our brother Iguato said that there will be no election. I was talking about voting. Iguato says there will be no election because our vote doesn't count in Biafraland. Do you accept or do you argue what he just said? Okay, let me pick him. He's calling back. So they call on the phone on Skype. Please tell us your name, where you're calling from, and your origin.
All right. I'm calling from Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates.
Wow. Okay, my brother. And in Biafra, are you from Biafraland or you are part of Nigeria?
Of course, I'm from Biafraland. I'm from Imo State.
Hey.
Olo, precisely.
Wow. Welcome, my brother.
All right. Ahamo Chinonye Agvosim.
Ndewo Chinonye.
All right. Regarding I've been following up and regarding what the question there. I don't think we the youth have to vote. No, we don't need to vote.
Why not?
All right. So if for example now, before you decide to do something, you ask yourself a question.
Yes.
Will you have been voting for a very long time? What have you achieved? This is the question.
Oops. But the political elite says, go and vote, your vote counts.
Who is the elite?
Your political masters, the caretakers in the Biafraland.
No, we don't. As for the fact I'm concerned, I'm living. Okay, yes. I don't have elite. Elite who care for you, who know that you are existing or who don't know that you are existing.
But they are protecting your interests in that state by being your governors.
They are there for their own family and for themselves. You know, I get to understand that if you don't have anyone from your family in government, all right, so you choose forget everything about government. They don't go there to represent us. They went there to represent themselves. So you have been voting for a very long time. Why should you go and vote? Now is the time we need to get what we want. And by getting what we want, we have to boycott the election to show the world that we are ready for this. We are doing something with one voice.
But
I don't know if you're getting my point.
Do you know? I'm getting your point, my brother. Do you know that in Anambra State, if you boycott that election, a lot of things may happen?
Nothing will happen. Let me just tell you this.
Not against you, nor against the Biafrans.
I know where you are going. Okay, let me tell you. Before you even wake up from your house, even before the election day, they already select who will be there. Whether you vote or you did not vote, someone must be there. Have it in mind.
That means Nigeria has the best technology on the world, on this planet. Because in German, as you are voting in German, in some minutes, the vote will be reflected. But if you tell me before you vote, somebody have already won. Oh my God, that's a wonderful technology.
So the one thing I want to let our youth, whoever that's listening, is your right is your vote, and your vote is your right. So we should let these people know that if whatever they are, in any position they are today, we are the one that put them there. Now for the fact we have decided not to put anybody there, we want to fight for our freedom. Nobody should be there, and anyone who is going there is going on his own behalf. So I know, end of the day, government of Nigeria will put somebody there, but we don't care. But we need to show them that we are ready for this. And if we are ready for this, it has to stand in one place. Boycott the election.
Okay. Somebody just called in and joined the conversation. My brother, where are you calling from? What's your name and what's your identity?
Yeah, my name is Eruk Amit. I'm calling all the way from Barcelona, the city of Barcelona, Spain. Wow. Catalonia, precisely.
So, should we conduct election in Biafraland or should we vote? Which one? Or should we vote?
To start with, I must start by thanking all Biafrans all over the world for what they are putting in, especially our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the greatest leader and prophet of our time. The man who I think is more learned than any other person in this planet, as long as I'm concerned.
Yes.
And the man who I think, without him, we wouldn't have been where we are today. Also, to Uchimefo has been deputizing him. Yes. The man who stood when others must have left. He said, I am with you.
That is normal.
The man who was giving that mantle when everyone left and he could hold it.
Yes.
Up to this day. As regards to your question, my brother.
Please, what's your name?
My name is Erugo Amechi Timothy.
From which
I'm from Biafraland. I'm not in.
Which part of
I'm from Umuahia. I'm from Umuahia. I'm not a Nigerian. Nigeria is never my country, and we never. Yeah. So what I'm trying to say in effect is this: you say we are going to vote or we are going to do election. The question is, what are we electing for, and what are we voting for? To whom are we voting for?
We should elect change, as we just elect change this time around. That was upon that he's sick. The change that just came in, he's sick. So voting for new change.
Yeah, my brother, Nigeria is not for Biafra. As long as you're a Biafran, Nigeria is not for you. So you vote for, you can only vote where you are regarded. So in as much as long as Nigeria is concerned, it does not work for any Biafran. Biafran nation does not have anything to do with Nigeria. So election is not for us. It's for those that are.
I have one question.
Ask me, please. Okay.
Do you think that is Abuja, that the problem that we are facing in the Eastern region is Abuja problem? Is it not our governors, our own problem? We are the cause of the problem.
The problem, our problem to start with is Britain. First of all, after Britain, they gave it to the House of Fulani who took over the power. They gave the company to them to manage. The question is, what is the meaning of Nigeria? The creation of Nigeria, what is it for? For killing?
That is no. Nigeria means the nigger in the river Rhine area. Nigeria. Yeah, the niggers in the near the rivers.
So you and I knows very well. You and I knows very well that it is not meant for us. So we are not Nigerians. What happened is before that they try to amalgamate us together without us knowing it until our leader came. Because if we say that we know it, there are some people who didn't do anything to make us understand that this is who we are. Now I've known who we are. It's just like, you know very well, just like when you have a kid, you're any woman. When you have a child out of wedlock, that child or that your child, always when he goes to the mother's house or the father, they always know the mother, because the father, it means that the father they don't know the father. The people around will always tell him or her and say, you're a bastard. You're not from here. You understand me? They will not tell the child from here. In that situation, the child will start looking for where his father is, because in as much as he does not know his father, that means he's the bastard. So as long as Biafra is concerned, we are bastard in Nigeria. Now we have found our father, we have found who we are, who is our father. We have to go when to go. So what are we voting for? Voting for people that does not belong to us, something that is not part of us. We are not Nigeria. We can't vote anything. There is no need for us to vote. Not even talking about the election. We are not voting. We are not Nigerians.
But my brother, there is a political party that came out now in Biafraland. They call it UPP. That political party, they say that they want to put in the Biafran strong people, advocates, people like you, to go and present Biafra.
Okay, then the question. You know the story of Afghan. You know the story of Afghan. So these people, these people are.
I hear say Ojukwu come, they push Ojukwu out, they do Ojukwu Gabot. I hear say I don't they show my brother.
Can I just say something before I leave?
Who is there? Who is talking now?
I still Chinonye still here.
Okay, Chinonye, something, my brother. Just look
let me just say something before I leave. Please permit me. If there's any way you can reach to the governor of Southeast and South, this Ohanes and the Igbo, and all those of them, just gather them. Both the Senate, he came for a mad. Gather all of them. So that Nandikano can develop their future, because these people, they don't know anything.
You know the thing where they request for?
I said, gather, if possible, just gather all of them, take them to Nandikano to develop their future.
Oh boy, you want to deliver them?
They don't know anything. Nandikano have to develop their future, because these people, they don't know anything.
My brother, let me come in.
Well, thank you for your idea. I will try my best. God bless you.
My brother, you know, few hours ago, I was.
Oh, what happened?
Abuja, we are talking about the issue of what is going. She said, no, there's no need for us to go and that we are going to war. There's no need for us to start fighting for war. That what we need is to just arrange and talk this in the right way. Since our people have come with the idea of restructuring and this, I told her that referendum is not war. That people misunderstand. This is I told my uncle's wife that what we want is referendum. We never said we want to go to war with anybody. What we ask for is that we want to be left alone, exactly the way we were before.
But my brother, wait. This your speech now is like a Nnamdi Kanu speech. But what I just read before I came online now, Ojizo Kanu of Abia State say that if Awusa try to touch any Igbo man on October, say there will be war. He will lead that war short.
My brother, Ojizo Kanu is not for us, so.
Okay.
No. Ojizo Kanu is speaking on his own.
Okay.
Because we've known him for a long time. Okay. When the time comes, he will tell us what he has done for Abia State during his tenureship as a governor of Abia State. So this time has gone when they will discuss.
Wait. I was in Abia State when Ojizo Kanu was governor. When he tell the whole landlord to contribute money, he will build road. But at least he tried to reach somewhere and the other money can't get.
Where exactly?
Can't get leg.
Where did he build in our? Where did he build in our? Because I'm a Babon boy.
Old Express now. That place where water full.
Well, the thing is very clear. You know, one thing that is very clear. One thing is very clear and sure. And thank God that I know the world is there listening to what I'm saying.
Yes.
what we want is our freedom. We want Biafra nation. This just today, I don't know what happened today.
My brother, don't be annoyed. Somebody's waiting. There is a caller on this line. What is your name? Where you are calling from? Please tell us who you are. And do you believe in election or in voting or no vote?
Yeah, my brother, thank you very much.
God bless you.
Bless you too. My name is Chinenyo Kenze. I'm calling from Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Hey, Chineke. Here another Biafraland exported.
Yeah, based on your question, whether we should vote for a Nigerian election or referendum, I will speak for myself. Okay. Just like in democracy. Democracy, you mean the now,
yeah.
Mo and my family.
Yes.
I decided that so far we have been voting in Nigeria and our vote has never counted. Our voice has never been heard in Nigeria. There has never been change that we really wanted. Change that I will want for myself and my family. I have never seen it in Nigeria. And I have given up in Nigeria in totality. I have lost all hope in Nigeria and all Nigerian politicians, including those Igbo elites everybody keep mentioning about. Those people, they are criminals. They are armed robbers.
Okay.
So we have decided that we do not want to vote for any governorship or whatever election in Biafraland. What we want is for everybody to speak out. What do we actually want for our land?
Which part of Biafraland?
And everybody is saying that we do not want to continue to associate with a nation that has no regard for us. We do not want to continue to associate with people who sees shedding our blood as sports, as fun.
Yes.
We don't want to continue living in the same country with them. We want to separate. We want to be alone. Yeah, go ahead.
Which state are you from in Biafraland?
I'm from Imo State. That's not local government. Akokwa, to be precise.
Wow. But my brother, as you are saying that we should not vote nor participate, because of that, we are getting write-ups from Anambra State that they are distancing themselves from Biafra. But
who is that person? Who are those people that are distancing themselves? When you talk about Anambra,
UPP.
Okay, listen. With UPP, those people they are also our problem. They are These
are the people that when they go on convoys. Few of them go on convoys.
Yes,
leaving the masses. They will also see. They will see a lot of girls, young girls and boys carrying things on their head selling, and you tell me, who are these people? Who are they? Nobody knows them. We don't recognize them. They don't count for us.
Ordinary security we don't have. Where they are the elite, where they are guiding us. They only
don't need them.
But I see military. The time when we go to Nigeria, and I see military every corner for Nigeria. I see immigration. I see custom. I see Nigeria.
Those ones, they are not there for our security. They are there to rob us.
My brother, it's very simple. My brother, it's very simple. This thing is very simple. Let this. I know the verse.
Make a pick one ball.
No.
What they call. Make a pick. Make a hear from them. Because in them, na good luck. Hello, good luck. I hope so. I know they talk to Mr. ex-president, sir.
My brother, and there were.
Oh, there were. This one not be ex-president though. What the back is ya? But I have again Biafraland.
It's in Barcelona, but Barcelona and Kedina, Spain.
Okay.
Aha mpokwa no chukwu nwa mmadụ ka.
Ndewo.
Onye ide atọ.
Okay.
Ide atọ nke dị n'Imo steeti. Imo steeti nke dị na Biafraland.
Oh, ya gajere gị.
Ekele gị nwanne m.
Udo dịrị gị.
Mkpata ị na-eme ma otu isi akọndọtụ ya nwụhie na-atọ m ụtọ nnọọ. Ma amụ niile ị na-eti ya ọ dị m ụtọ. So, like topic nke iwepụtara. Ma ya ga-atụ vootu. Ele ka anyị si atụ vootu. Ebe onye isi ya ekwuo na daide na-agaghị apụta ama, na-agaghị apụta ezi. Na onye agbakwana voters card. Ele ka a ga-esi were tere ọka etekwara ka anyị pụtabịa tere Peter Obi gburu ụmụazị Biafra atụgbu ha n'ime mmiri a na-ajụ ya the other day ọ sị na ọ nọ na London mgbe e gburu ụmụazị Biafra ka ọ wụ ka atịkwara Obianọ buru ụmụ Biafra galie ha na Bedagran n'onwe onye ma wee ruo today. Ele ya ga-atịrị so anyị chọrọ ụzọ obodo anyị ga-esi dị mma nwanne.
So he na-ekwu now, should we vote or should we not vote?
We cannot vote nwanne. We will not vote.
You are against voting.
The ones which you vote before, what was the gain?
Okay, good. Thank you. Anwụchụla imene maka ọkpụkpọ ịkpọrọ ya gaziere gị ka anyị ndị ọzọ na-ekwu udo dịrị gị.
Ndewo.
So nwanne iwe wele gị biko continue ihe na-ekwu dị mkpa asị m ka m za nwanne ha ka ha fie gbafela ha anyị.
Okay. What I was saying is very simple, and that is what we are all saying. All these people you keep mentioning, they are our elites and our governors. They were supposed to be our representatives. They were supposed to be speaking on our behalf. Then they took it to the federal and give the federal government, this is what the people they are representing, they are working for us in every sense of it. They work for the people. We employ them. Now, when they go to that Abuja, instead of representing us, they keep on representing their pockets. Okay. Now, we the people, we said enough is enough. We don't want them again to speak for us. God has given us a leader that we can depend and trust in the person of Mazen Nandekano. And every decision that will be taken in Biafraland must be taken by him, because he is the only one we trust.
Somebody just
and he speaks for us.
My brother, do we want this elite to give us date for referendum? Or are we...
They cannot give us a date for... Listen, it's very simple. What we are saying, if they still want to keep their relevance, if they still want us to ever consider them worthy, they should go to Abuja and demand for a date for us. That is all we ask for, not election. We don't want election. We want a date. If they want to conduct their election, nobody is stopping them. They should go ahead and hold their election. But we are not going to participate. That is what we are saying. We are not violent. We have never been. We have never killed anybody. Instead, they keep on killing us. They keep on destroying our dreams.
I have one question for you. Owazurike published something on Vanguard. He said that you people blackmailed him after he risked his life and go to northern Nigeria to calm situation because of the quick notice. What do you have to say about that?
Onye sendere ya to Ugwu Hausa? Did I send him? Why is he complaining? He went there on his own. Oje, I've been to so many places on my own, looking for what I will eat on my own. I never complained to anybody. He went there to meet his friends. He has a lot of friends there.
But he's agitating for Biafra.
I don't understand his own agitation. He can say he's agitating, but me, I will speak for myself. I do not understand him. He does not represent me. The only person that agitates for me now is Nnamdi Kanu.
Ohamadike one.
Ohamadike one of Biafraland. If he wants to go to Abuja tomorrow and say he needs transport for Abuja, he wants us to go to Abuja with him, or he wants any form of support, we will give him whatever he needs. He is the only one who speaks for us. Me, in particular, and millions. Of my people.
My
we
brother,
depend on him.
I would like to chip in something. Our people from the River Rhine, I would love you guys to participate, because yesterday I was streaming about a debate. Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba, all of them are there. And the River State man made a powerful speech, which he said, Biafran people on Nnamdi Kanu did not consult him or their people before he started adding them into Biafra. Did you get me?
I get you. See,
so
when
should we go ahead with Rivers? Are they
all
Biafrans?
these things? Listen. I will not speak for a river state man, or an Ejo man, or Igede man, or Idoma man. I will not speak for them. I will speak for myself and my family. And I know what I want. I get you. Nigeria.
I know our voice back, please.
Yeah. I know what I want for myself and my family. Maybe he says something in Nigeria that he wants to die for. Nigeria has never been favorable to me.
But
listen,
yes.
I will a foreigner here. Manana Magawa here, government Obodana Kurumo, had a ego transport in Jagawa, just for the fact Namkute and also according to their citizens.
They value you.
They value my person. That nation that I come from, I have never gained anything from that nation.
But my brother, you have gotten malaria. You have gotten malaria. That is something.
I got what?
Malaria before now.
Huh?
Nigeria gave you
malaria. Yes. I'm something. That is what I'm saying.
If you said that you haven't gotten anything from Nigeria,
no,
oh my God.
Can't you put on the Niger Delta? In my graduates in the Niger Delta has on
my mother. They are not part of Biafra, and there will be no referendum in River State. And the Hausa lady, the Hausa lady said that, why don't you challenge Nnamdi Kanu by demanding for election or referendum if the people will back him or not? And he did not say anything about it.
Okay, sorry for cutting. Okay. Yeah, what happened is this. These are some group of people being paid to come out on the media to say, they think they maybe with their statement it will count. If you go online now and start, like you said, let us talk about the voting for Biafra or voting for election. You will see that in as much as Biafrans are all over the world, the majority will always carry the vote. My mother is from Ahoda. Maybe you don't know, let me tell you. My mother is from Ahoda. And I have access to talking to my people. Numunem, place I will always go.
Wow.
Whoever said that Biafra, that this group of people are not part of Biafra is a capital liar. You understand what I'm saying? Because one thing that is clear is, if I may ask you now, have you been to Dubai before? Have you seen have you watched the in Dubai in YouTube? Have you seen the city of the country of Dubai or Qatar, to ask, or even Saudi Arabia? What do they have? Oil and gas, or oil. What does Biafra have? The same thing they have. Can you compare their city with like a Biafraland?
My brother, let me jump in. Obasanjo was interviewed on Hard Talk in BBC. And the man interviewing Obasanjo asked him, Mr. President, people are accusing you that you are the most smartest corrupt leader ever existed on planet. That oil money that you are selling, and you are even the number 2 supplier to the United States. Still, your people are the poorest in Africa. Did you know what Obasanjo replied? He said Nigeria is over 200 million in numbers. And there will be no way no matter how many barrels that have been sold in a day, can satisfy all the entire Nigeria. Can you please tell me which part out of that 200 million did they care about even though 200 people?
Now you asked a very fine question, and I think, sorry to say this, I think, you know, one thing that baffles me at times is that when you listen to these men talk or women talk, you start asking yourself question: where did they get all this certificate that qualifies them to this name they call them, doctor, professor, and all the rest of them?
All these certificates, you can buy it from Britain.
Yeah.
You can buy it.
Okay, because because there are things that their common sense can do. Common sense can tell you that in your house, this is where you put your bed. If you want to lie down and enjoy, you have to make your bed this way and lie. This is common sense. You understand me?
Yes.
Now, to answer your question, Biafrans are not talking about oil. It's just a case study. It's one of the things we are talking about. We are not talking about virtually on oil, because what happened is that why I'm saying this, because sometimes, you know, they try to bring this argument of saying Igbo people are criminals, Biafrans are criminals. But if you try to go down, take it on a common sense and said, who are the really criminal in this contraction they call Nigeria? Who are the ones owning the oil wells or the oil blocks, in Nigeria? Is Hausa or Yoruba? How many are being owned by the Igbos or by the Biafrans? We are just their gate men. You understand me? Now, we're not talking about the population. Don't leave that population of 18 or saying that maybe we're at over 2 million. Now, what about the roads? Because we are industrious in nature. I mean the Biafrans or the Igbo precisely. Have you been to the roads in Igbo land? Have you seen the roads?
Since after
even when
the
they
war.
try to even when they try to blame the state government, yes. But does the state government also have the responsibility of building the federal roads?
Let me come. Since
Does the state government has also the responsibility of seeing that all the whole seaports that are in Biafraland are functioning?
Let me come.
Is it the responsibility of so why is it that in Nigeria, that thing they call Nigeria, is that you only have one seaport in the whole of Nigeria, in Lagos? Why is it in Lagos? In economics, that's what they call localization of industry. If you block, why is it that everybody goes to Lagos? Why is that everybody? Because they have one seaport there. Everybody wants to invest. People go there for their businesses because they know that is the only way. They channel their business. There is no localization of industry in Biafraland, because if all these seaports we are talking about, the one in Eket, the one in Delta State, the one in Iguacha, if all of them are functioning, it means that people also relocate. You understand me? Why are we outside today? Why is that when you buy your goods here, you want to import them? When you import, you have to go to Lagos.
Why
is that
are
you're going
you
to go
thinking this way? Why are you thinking this way? Because you are a
No, thank you. God bless. That is why we want to live, because these people cannot see the way we are seeing it. And it troubles me that all these people that said you want to vote, you vote them in. I don't know what they want to vote in, because they don't represent us. You know, the worst part of it is this. These men always all of them visit Europe and Asia, other part of the world.
Visiting Europe, staying in a hotel is not visiting Europe.
They see the way the city is. I asked a brother here, a friend here in Barcelona, I asked him, how is that this city every day it keeps growing? Now we are in the summer, you know what I'm talking about in Europe. Yes. If you go to Barcelona, you never see road in Barcelona because it's totally filled up with a lot of visitors. Why? Because of the climate and the sea. Only these two things.
And
now at the end of
security
and the other at the end of the year, when they try to do the check and balances, they will tell you the kind of money they made from visitors visiting, flying and coming to Barcelona. This is only for the sea and the weather. Not talking about what they produce or what they sell. I don't know if you understand, my brother.
Brother, let me jump in.
The commonest thing that can make one to live better life in that place they call Nigeria, they deny you of taking those things. If you ask Obasanjo, maybe the money that Obasanjo owns, that he has, can take care of the whole Yoruba land. If I'm not exaggerating. So where are this money? Don't they visit Europe? Don't they see the potholes in Lagos?
Please,
don't wake. Why couldn't they fix it up and make it look like the way
this bus up to chase Obasanjo?
You understand me? So none of them, both the Hausa, the Fulani, the Yoruba, the Igbos, the Hanes and their group, all of them, they does not represent a Biafran, a true Biafran.
Don't blame Ohanese, because nobody has ever bite the finger that feeds him. Ohanese get their salary from who?
From North.
And Nnamdi Kanu get his salary from who?
from Biafra. Nobody.
If you get your living from free donation, you will be independent.
Finish.
And
that is what we want.
Whenever a government start taking care of you, you have been compromised. Like Wazirike one night.
That is the practical truth. There's nothing to debate about it. So let them not. The funniest thing is that even those people who say they are on the media, the Yorubas and their group, writing rubbish, writing bunkum because they don't know what they are writing. Because
they don't go out
you can't
now. Have you seen them in Eastern region before? But they will stay in their office and write about Eastern region and tell the Ijo and the Bibio people that they are now originated from Bini. But
they will accept.
They have accepted already. They
accept it. I asked my mother. Listen, my mother told me the other day. I asked my mother when I was talking about Biafra. My mother told me, my son, you know what baffles me? She said to me, I'm surprised that our people believe in Biafra more than you people. So this thing they are telling you that the media say they don't know, because I heard a woman believe in Biafra. Because what is the meaning of Biafra? Come and join. We want to be free. My brother, we want to be free. I want to fly direct from Spain or from wherever I'm staying. I want to land. If it's not in Imo State, it's in Iwacha or Eket or wherever I want to. Let me have 30 minutes or a few minutes to drive to my house. By trade.
Thank you.
Do
you know?
I don't want to spend hours.
Look, my brother. Do you know since I've been visiting Africa, I have never ever landed in another airport than Port Harcourt. I have a reason for that.
Okay.
Because I want that money that I will give to Katori area in that place or Yorubas, I will give it to my people who are working in that Port Harcourt airport. And when I was traveling back to Europe, the remaining change, I was happy to share it within them. Because they are doing a great job. At least that is the only proud that we have in that area. You know? I want to say something. There was an interview that I watched about Asare Dokubo, you know?
Yeah, I remember.
Many River State people, if you are listening to me, Asare made me cry. Do you know why? There was a man from River State Television or radio broadcasting that came to interview him. Why is he projecting that he is a Biafran? And Asare made it clear. Asare said, that name Biafra is Portuguese that call it Biafra. The repronunciation of Biafra is from River State. And Asare mentioned that area. And asked that man, don't you know it? You are senior to me. The man don't, I laughed. Asare was talking. The type of eye the man was looking at Asare, if you give that man peso, Asare is already a dead man that day. You see the type of bitterness in him. Asare said to him, you say that Igbos are going to dominate us. And the Hausa and Yoruba made the River State to understand that during Biafran War, that the Igbos assassinated a lot of River State people. Which Asare said to him, can you mention one family out of that 1,000 Igbos killed their families? Let me see one family. Mention one family.
Exactly.
Because the man couldn't mention anything. I said, wow. And that's what he said. Now, you have to tell Igbo sorry. Do you know why? Zeke came out to contest for presidency. No River State man voted Zeke. Ojukwu came out to contest president. No River State man voted Ojukwu. Jonathan came out. All Igbos backed Jonathan with their blood. Even now that Jonathan lose, all the whole Igbo land, the 5 states, give the largest vote to Jonathan. Please, sorry, let me pick this call. It's from Nigeria. It's very, very important. Hello? Hello, the call on the line? Hello? Can you hear me?
Can I contribute?
Yeah, contribute, my brother. The stage is yours. Contribute, my brother. The stage is yours. Go ahead. Can you hear me? Oh my God.
I said, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you now.
Okay, I'm calling from Kaduna.
Oh, wow.
Nigeria.
What is your name? Scheiße, the line don't cut. My God. Wow. From Kaduna. Oh, no, please, if you are listening in, please call back. I would like to pick your call. I would like to hear from you. God bless you that you just called in. So let me continue with my story. Then Asare Dokobo said that all these people came out to contest. All River State people didn't back them up. They turned their back on the Igbos. And Jonathan came out, Igbos backed him. Let me pick his call, please. My people, don't be annoyed. So, my brother, thank you for calling in. Can you hear me now?
Okay, my name is Tony from Kaduna.
Okay, Tony. Oh, the line is off again. Oh, Africa. So, my people, don't be annoyed. The line went off. So, let me continue. And that's what it says. After the war, you guys seized the properties of the Igbos. And for the shameful thing, he said, shame unto you guys that the Igbos now came back again and buy those property back. Even add 1, 2, 3, 4 on top of it. Asare made them to understand that all the whole businesses going around, investment, estate, development, are being done by who? Do that Nigeria that you
Same Igbo people.
The same Igbo people. Asare said that all that Nigeria that you are chasing, because of the resources of the rivers, they keep on changing the constitution of Nigeria until they start giving River State 16%. And that 16% was boxed out by Ojukwu. It was Ojukwu that boxed that 16% out of Nigeria. For River State to get 16%. Nigeria wanted to give them 7% of their resources. The energy they are investing to chase Igbos, if they invest it in chasing Nigeria, their problem would have been solved. I clap for that man. I really bow for that guy. Now, because of Nigeria is not teaching history in their schools, they are not telling River State people, you did not originate where you are tying to rapper. You did not originate where you are eating your native food. Now you originated where you eat a wedu. How many River State people eat a wedu amala? Yoruba food. You now originate from Yoruba. What a shameful thing. And they are buying those things. Your name is Amadi. Your name is Okechukwu. Your name is Ugochukwu. You are not answering which name? I don't know Benin name again now. Where I go feel mention. You are not answering Orotimi Amechi. Or what should I mention? You know, it's funny. Back your people. Be with your people. As united, you will get whatever you want. Nigeria will never accept any, even though federalism, they will not buy it. Even restructuring, they are talking. They said no to restructuring. That's a
political strategy, you know. It's a political strategy, and we are too big for that. We are too big for that. We are too big for such statement or such form of the fabricated words, and they don't know what it means. You understand? You're telling me you want to restructure for an Hausa man who is owing oil well in my backyard to let the oil go? What is restructuring? What are you talking? You're talking about confederation. When you know that this country that zoo are being owned by a few cabals who are running the system day-to-day activities. Even those ones you say they are represented. Look, you know, when I was at home, when I was in school, I had the opportunity of being part of this politics. I played a little bit of it, and I saw a few things in it. All these guys, you see, what they do is that they tell them from Abuja or from wherever they are, go down and they deliver. So what they do, they come up with few coins. They come down and start sharing money around and say, vote for me. We want PDP to leave. We want PDP to take this place. We want APP. We want APC and all whatnot. At the end of the day, the same person you died for, the same person you created a lot of enmities because of him. When he gets back to that seat, he does not know that you exist. He doesn't want to know that you exist. You know, my brother, this is very simple. Maybe Yoruba people don't understand this. That is what I understand, because they are allowing their sentiment to blind their sense of reasoning.
Everything. Yoruba is
why I'm saying it is this. You know, I and you now have the possibility that we are living in a Western world where things are, you can easily, at the flip of your finger, you can find information. You understand? It's not everybody that has information to share. And most of the ones that have this information, most of the ones we say they are the elite, their family, their parents. You understand me? So what they do is to protect their own without knowing the root of the evil their own have caused that country they called Nigeria. Just like you telling somebody, a family of Obasanjo, that you have to leave Nigeria, this guy want to go, he will not accept, or she will not accept. You know why? Because the father has brainwashed them to believe that this is the only way out. Without Nigeria, you can't leave. And these people have connection, they have friends, it's friend to friend. So all this, most of them you see on social media are these people. The ordinary man, how can a woman frying akara on the street start chatting with you? What does she know to chat? She doesn't know anything. She will only say, if this is the best, I've been working for the whole day, 8 hours or 10 hours or the whole day. I make or maybe 2,000, 1,000 naira or 3,000 naira a day, and somebody comes to give me 10,000 in a bulk. You know what it means?
Yes.
They don't think the way we think. They have different mentality. Maybe when you go home, you start seeing people, and you start thinking, how possible that human beings don't think the way you think? How come that this thing doesn't go this way? It's just because that the majority of them don't know what's going on.
But they say that
so they don't believe.
The Nigerian strategy is to underdevelop the eastern region, because
exactly
you are too wise, you are wiser than yourself, you are too intelligent, and British and Nigeria normally says Igbos are too arrogant. That is why they are annoyed of you. You are too arrogant, you are too proud of yourself. And to
my coordinator, sorry to cut you off. You know, when I was speaking with my uncle's wife, she said something. Thank God that the word are listening. She said that it's an Igbo person. You understand me? She said that the Igbos that they are stealing, they are the criminals. When you come here, you see a lot of criminals. They are the Igbos. They are the ones stealing. They are the one. They say they have the highest number of stealing. They are the one robbing. Then I told her, I don't agree with you. She said, why? I say, I approve to you. I said, in Biafraland, we talk about oil and gas. Who are the sole proprietors of this oil? She says, Hausa and Yoruba. Then I said, who are the first criminal? Who are the first robbing? Say them. I said, imagine you have 4 kids. You have 4 kids. Just take in a situation that these 4 kids, you cannot provide means to help them. What do you think they are going to do? If they don't have means to survive, they have to look for a means to survive.
Yes.
So what these people, you say they are criminal, they are not criminal because they want. Because you can't give somebody 8 hours. Today I'm at home because I have a day off from work. If I'm working, I leave in the afternoon to come back around 12 or 1. After 8 or 10 hours or even 11 hours, how do you expect me to go out and start plan to steal? When I'm very tired, I have to prepare for the next day. Or when at the end of the month, my money is in my account, I can go out and take my money and buy whatever I want to buy. I have a good contract that I can go. Then I tell the company I want to buy a car. They give me a car because they know I have a good contract. I have my television in my house. You have your house. If I'm living with you, the same building or the different flat, you have your television, you have your car, you have everything I have. Why will I think evil on you? Why will I plan to rob you? Why will I plan to attack you unnecessarily? These are the things that those elite has cost us in that country they called Nigeria.
They try to prevent, they don't tell us the truth. Deprive you from those knowledge so that they will keep on ruling you and giving you one bag of rice any election year or month.
That is it. That is the problem. So they don't, people at home don't say, it is, this guy went and stole a cube of Maggi, stole some rice, this is a criminal. You never ask, why did this person steal? Because if this guy has this, he wouldn't have gone to steal.
But Nigerian forces, Nigerian police force has broken down. Do you ask me why? Because Nigerian police force will be standing in a public where the citizens will take law onto their hand, burn a fellow citizen because of stealing Gary. He did not steal money, he steal Gary. They will put tie on him and burn him, and police will follow the masses and be watching.
This is unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
This is unbelievable.
That means there is no judge, there is no court, there is no rule of law in that nation. Should we vote or should we not vote? Should the Biafraland participate in election? If you think we should participate in election, come in, tell us the reason why we should vote. If you think that the Biafran should not participate, come back, call us and join us and tell us the reason why we should not participate. That is why this our brother is here, discussing, mentioning things that made him to decide him and his family are not going to participate in anything pertaining Nigerian political games. Continue, my brother. Are you still wait, there's the other brother. My brother, do you still have something to add?
Yes. Just like what my other brother was saying.
Yes.
In Igbo language, we have one word. I am one of those proud Igbos, my brother. I am extremely proud of myself because I believe that God gave me everything I need to succeed in this life.
Wow.
So why wouldn't I be proud?
Yes,
everything I touch turns to gold. So why wouldn't I be proud? It's not my making, it's God who gives it to me. If you are jealous, then you should be angry with God for giving me such wisdom and understanding. Even the pride that is in me was given to me by God. So, Ndibo, we have a word that says,
God bless you.
So, when you have a society whereby others are going with helicopter and convoy, whereas the rest are so onya na gwa gese na ndị Igbo na ha na-ezu oshi na ha na-eme nka. Yes, we are pushed to it. I na-ezu oshi, and they should be worried. They should be very careful because there is no crime in this life. Ana enwe ndị Igbo n'elu ya on top. Enwe criminal organization ndị Igbo anọ. So all these things they are saying and all these things they are doing, if they push us to the wall, we will destroy everything in Nigeria. We are capable of that.
Okay.
We have done everything undoable in this world. Now we said we are tired of all this rubbish. We want to go back home and build our place. We are tired of being answering criminals. But
Nigeria said that Igbos are corrupt. They are criminals.
Yeah, we are corrupt. We know. We know. We are corrupt.
The woman says that
we are.
Eastern region
I am not. No, I am not saying irrelevant. We are not.
Wait, let me come. The finance minister, the woman says that.
I read that article. Region, I read that lady's article. I heard what she said.
But why don't they leave those criminals?
Why don't you leave all those irrelevant people to go their way?
To go. That's another question.
We don't want problem. We don't want to shed human blood. It's an abomination.
Yes,
for
us.
In our
culture, yes.
But if they push us to the war, we will have no option than to retaliate. And when we retaliate, it will be devastating.
My brother, let me answer that call from Nigeria, please. I will put you before.
Go ahead. Please.
Hello, who's on the line? Where are you calling from, and Hello? What's your name?
My name is Tony, calling from Kaduna.
Hello, Tony. Welcome to
the northern part of the zoo.
Oh, you call it
so
zoo?
I want. Yes, it's zoo. What I'm saying is that in my own contribution, pertaining the election in Anambra State.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is that our people should be aware and know that Nigerian government cannot offer us anything. Cannot even do the Biafrans. And the Biafrans should be aware that Nanda and Elekoi Abolo Mother. And the zoo, each of them in the number part, I will be they are really scared. I very bad. So clearly one a coup that now. Can be the Biafrans, maybe. I can't do the coup election. Anambra State. I'm a coup that now nothing like election. Totally. But that believe everybody should be dry off.
Okay.
So when I want to be Biafrans that now. Onya put an hero, I won't I get everybody that now. After 5 days, going anti from what the UN is us. So I can guide you for be. Can be other people who can make election that they always make election every people. On your open a hand in Anambra State. Oh, I am about I am with the power. All the masses with the power. only on the masses we have the power. So forget about the president of Hanes and the nothing like the specialist. Abroad today, so I am on the northern part of the zoo, you don't wait or when I put that when I put to food that now over 9 years at this time around, one of you goes off. Because I am with the look at this time around. That's the second thought.
Hello, are you there?
So if anyone who would that no election in Anambra State, totally.
Okay.
So that
no,
is it. Thank
no
you.
election. Thank you very much, my brother.
Yeah.
God bless you for calling in. Udoga Drege.
Thank you.
Yaga Zero.
Yeah.
Biko
Thank
no
you.
Zokushu Nezonu Gweba. Umuna indi bino gwawasa ejim Chineke na ayu no biko no. Unu dozie issue no. Maka ndị okpishi na ala amaghị ebe ndụ dị mmadụ. So, my people, you guys are welcome back to our show. I hope that all of you heard what our brother just said from northern part of, he called it, the zoo. Amechi, are you there?
Yeah, I'm with you. Yes, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Okay, because ka anyị kpọtụkwa egwu Biafra ka anyị na-agakwa ka anyị kpọtụ egwu. Ụmụnne m ndị na-ege ntị ụmụ Biafra ihe anyị na-ekwu today should we participate in Nigerian election? Should there be in any form election in Anambra State? Yes or no? If no, why? If yes, tell us your reason. So ka anyị gbata egwu Don Prince nwanne.
Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. We have vanquished all enemies. All hail Biafra. God bless Biafra. In Him we trust. Shout it, sing it, all hail Biafra.
Amechi. Amechi.
Don Prince Victor, Igbo nwe mmadụ. Anyị abịago. Biafra deje. No. Ọbịa. Ije. Freedom. Na udo ka anyị na-arịọ. Anyị achọghị ihe mkpofu ọbara n'elu ụwa. Anyị bụ ndị Biafra bụ ndị ji udo na-aga. Maka ịlụ ọma ka eju na-adị aga n'ugwu. Ọ ga-adịkwara anyị na mma. Ise. Ụmụ Biafra bekene bekene. Biafra na-atago. Igbo nwe mmadụ nọ. Igbo nwe mmadụ na-atago. Ụmụ Biafra deje. Biafra na-atago. Igbo nwe mmadụ na-atago. Eji m egwu mekene tifu Nnamdi Kanu. Odogwu ga-adịrị mma. Onye eze na ọdụworo gị mma. Ọkwa ndị solo gili n'elu ụwa akọrọ gị ogili lacha. Ọkwa osisi bolo tolo emeresego n'ụmakwere. Ọkwa anyị ma n'ọnọdụ ugo ọdụrụ na-egbe mma. Ọkwa ogogo onye arụ a na-achụ anya ọsọ. Ose ekwesị eliko nni ọ ga-ejikwe n'ogologo ngaji. Dike Kanu gị bụ na London. Dike Kanu gị bụ na Israel. Dike Kanu gị bụ na Russia.
Ka egwu a na-aga ajụjụ anyị bụ anyị ga-atụ election na Anambra State ka ya ga-atụ election. Gị sị na anyị ga-atụ election gwa anyị resiri gị. Gị sị na ya ga-atụ election gwa anyị resiri gị.
Anyị ga-azọgbu ndị ilo. Ụmụ Igbo niile dekene. Igbo nwe mmadụ na-atago. Igbo nwe mmadụ nọ. Ewo, ọ dịworo anyị. Igbo nwe mmadụ na-atago.
Onye wele kesi zanye n'osisi ale. Onye wele nke chukwu nye n'chukwu okike obiọma. Onye give God what belongs to him and give Caesar one belongs to him. As we seek for peace and humanity.
All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra, Omo Biafra. So ka anyị na-aga n'ihu ajụjụ anyị na-ajụ ihe gbasara election because enwere a lot of groups pụtara in the name of Biafra. Ha nkwa ndị Biafra because a mụrụ ha na ime Biafra. Ha na-agwa anyị that na the reason why we should participate in election, the reason why every Easterner or every Anambra State citizen should go out and vote on the day of election. So, and we have met a lot of people and watched a lot of debates. Majority are saying they are not going to participate. That's why this show is on today. Do you want us to participate in election or do you want us to boycott? Give us your reason. Call in. Call the German number, or you call the US number, or you get us through Skype. All those lines are open and free. I may put in even our WhatsApp number because I believe that most of our people may call through WhatsApp. So I will add a WhatsApp number in a short time. So let us listen to that, our brother's music, as I add the WhatsApp number.
Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. We have vanquished our enemies. All hail Biafra. God bless Biafra. In him we trust. Shout it, sing it, all hail Biafra.
Hey, Don Prince Victor, Igbo nwe mmadụ, anyị abịago Biafra deje, nnọọ, ọbịa, ije, freedom, na udo ka anyị na-arịọ. Anyị achọghị ihe mkpofu ọbara n'elu ụwa. Anyị na-aga maka ịrụ ọma ka eju na-adị aga n'ihu. Ọ ga-adịkwara anyị na mma. Ise,
Ụmụ Biafra bekene bekene.
Biafra na-atago,
Igbo nwe mmadụ nnọọ nnọọ.
Igbo nwe mmadụ anatago,
Ụmụ Biafra deede.
Biafra na-atago,
Nnọọ nnọọ
Igbo
nnọọ.
nwe mmadụ anatago.
Eji m egwu m ekene Chifu Nnamdi Kanu. Odogwu ọ ga-adịrị mma, onye eze na ọdịworo gị mma. Ọkwa ndị solo gili n'elu ụwa, akọrọ gị ogili lacha. Ọkwa osisi bolo tolo, eresego n'ụwa kwere. Ọkwa anyị ma n'ọnọdụ ugo, ọ dụrụ na-egbe mma. Ọkwa ogogo onye ara, a na-achụ anyị ọsọ. Otu ekwesị eliko nri, ọ ga-ejikwe n'ogologo ngaji. Dike Kanu gị bụ na London, Dike Kanu gị bụ na Israel, Dike Kanu gị bụ na Russia, Dike Kanu gị bụ na India, Dike Kanu gị bụ na Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, Dike Kanu gị bụ na Biafra. Nzọgbu nzọgbu enyi, enyi mba enyi, nzọgbu 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 enyi mba enyi. Anyị ga-azọgbu ndị ilo, enyi mba enyi, nzọgbu 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 enyi mba enyi. Ụmụ Igbo niile dekene 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 dekene. Igbo nwe mmadụ anatago, Igbo nwe mmadụ nnọọ nnọọ. Ewo, ọ dịworo anyị nnọọ. Igbo nwe mmadụ anatago.
Onye wele nke sisa nye n'osisale. Onye wele nke chukwu nye n'chukwu okike obiọma. Onye give God what belongs to him, and give Caesar what belongs to him. As we seek for peace and humanity, His is not at all for vanity. There are once people is killing each other. I wonder why my blood died. Who could be a flag? I join. I'm forgetting the men. I'm forgetting the men.
Let my people go. Yes, for an attack. Let my people, let my people. Even when my dad attack. They don't love again, I can go. Yes, for an attack. Even when my dad no. Even when my dad attack. Oh, you then la pudene, Ludena Bolano. Mananya Bolonu, Denenua. You I want to know something. Make una hear me. Make una come back.
Make una come back.
Can you do the no bodanio? If we put a exporter, Natabano, can you do the no bodanio? Lady no bodanio, lady no bodanio. A pot of the Guana banyo. Ship na bakwana banyo. Oye di kwana la banyo. Maya kudi na banyo. Iye ni ne di ma. Odi kwana la banyo. Nataba no. Kanyi doze no bodani. Umi bo kompa. Kanyi doze no bodani. Oti ye wata. Weli akaelu. Akafu ayufu, owetu akao. Jehovah, keso kusaru Israel, nakaperu. Bile natara yo keranyo. Bale natara yo keranyo.
Natara mo Biafra kerure ha. Yes. Biafra wonkai. So Omo Biafra alogare kwala mazo again. Isiokwu mutabo. Na na-ekwu na election abịawala na Anambra State. Anambra na majijiji. Because the day Nnamdi Kanu visit Anambra State, because since na na-ede na newspaper na-ede everywhere, Anambra State are distancing themselves from Biafra. Anambra State is not under Nnamdi Kanu. Anambra State is A or B or C or D or the supreme leader. Pay ye her visit. Then was here a different view of Anambra State. And today, I was watching a program being made by one of my friends, Chineduas, under UPP. One man put out Mendy in the mobbing, mobilization of Biafrans in Nigeria. Welcome Mohan at the occasion. I was saying, but I and my people stand for Biafra, call Biafra. That means they should say what they want, but they still stick to what the supreme leader says. Austin Amato election, there will be no election. Austin Agato ato. So Umu Biafra, what do you think? Individual thinking. Each other that in a way, ekwesịkwaneto can I say mba na atola cha na otelo no to wara no one to deka umu na in the here before made a very powerful speech. Has said that we have been voting for a very long time and nothing has changed in that nation. We have been participating in the Nigerian election. We are falling into bottomless pit. Our areas, our environment is turning back to Stone Age. So there is no need, if they participate or they do not participate, that nothing changes, that their vote doesn't count. But in Nigeria, they say that your vote counts. But our people are telling us their vote are not counting. For that reason, they will not participate. That's why they said Biafrans say no to voting, Nigerian voting, no to Nigerian election. Are you with us? Call in. You may use your WhatsApp now. Call through this WhatsApp. People will hear your voice. Tell us your mind. Should we participate? If you want to call us anonymity, you don't want people to know that you are the one calling, there is no problem. Nobody will know who is calling. Tell them your mind. A Chorokato election, you can speak Igbo, you can speak Hausa, you can speak Yoruba. Here is debate, open one. Should we participate in Nigerian activities called election, or should we not? That is why this number, if you are calling from Europe, you may call the German line. If you are calling from American continent, you may call the United States line. If you want to make everything open and free, you may call our Skype line, Miro African Television. Search us on your Skype. You will get us, or you call us with your WhatsApp call. It's a free call too. Call in, tell your people your mind. Do you want to participate or not? So, as we are waiting for people to call in, let us go ahead and listen to Omo Biafra.
Mr. Pro, I'm doing it.
Monk on the beat.
My people in rivers, I also see my people in Delta, Cross River and Akwa Ibom, in Edo State, I can see my people in Enugu, I can see my people in Anambra, I also see my people in Ebonyi.
Our brother said no. Anybody who participates on that election is a coward. Our brother, Akabueze. Nick Akabueze said, I suggest that there will be no election in Anambra State, in Biafraland, and whoever go out to vote. So let's pick this call. Hello, they call on the phone. Where are you calling from? What's your name, please?
My name is Henry, and I'm calling from Malaysia.
Hello, Henry. Udo Drege. Which area are you from in Biafraland?
I'm from Imo State. Remember, not in Biafraland.
Yeah, Mwafe Hime, Udo Drege. So, should we participate in election or no? If yes, why? If no, why?
Brother, I like the work that you guys are doing. You guys are doing a very formidable job. God will bless all of you.
Bless Biafraland.
Contributing to the restoration of Biafra in one way or the other. You know, God will bless all of you. Some people here, this particular struggle for Nandikalu alone, or there's a particular people, or is it for mirroring one particular people are the people that own the struggle. But they don't know that we are, as Hanikotama we need to work together in order to be able to achieve what we want to achieve as a race. If not, the agenda of Hausa Fulani is to exterminate us from Nigeria so that they can have complete possession of total possession of our oil and gas and everything. They can take over our land freely. We know that these particular people, they are very, very angry now, furious because in fact, now, they are in trouble. They are running around, running helter-skelter, holding different type of meetings, because now they don't know what to do. They are trying to stop us, but we are unstoppable. Like the IPOB in Malaysia here, we are very, very formidable. We are doing everything in our capacity to make sure that we restore Biafra. And we are one family, and nothing is going to stop us. I say no to Nigeria election completely. That decision is the best decision in the history of Igbo race. This particular decision to stop election in the whole of Southeast and South, the whole of Biafraland, is the best decision we have ever made as a race. If we can be able to boycott election come November, the international community will know how serious we are, and they will begin to give us this lead here. They will begin to pressure Nigerian government to conduct a referendum in Biafraland. But if we vote, then they might begin to see it that it is not a general view. It is not a general opinion.
But there is another group called Mobbing Movement of Biafrans in Nigeria. They are telling the people the need and the reason why they should participate in Anambra State election.
Those people does not know. Those people does not know anything. Of course, there are political. We have saboteurs. Even in the last war, there was saboteur. That was part of the reason why we lost that war. In fact, that war would have been. In fact, according to the news, my father told me we conquered up to Ore before the saboteurs started their operation, and it was saboteurs that actually destroyed our efforts. And this time around, you can see the presence of a lot of saboteurs that have been holding meetings and ganging up against us to stop this particular movement. But I know that Chukwu Kabema will not allow them to do anything. They cannot do anything.
Okay,
they know that they are lost.
You stand on no election.
Then, in fact, if there is anything I will do, in fact, personally, I will say that any Driko Amadioha, one of black people is an enemy of Biafra. Is an enemy. This happening, we need to collectively. Nobody don't want to have that day. Anybody that will go and put his hand on the ballot box, let the person die. They have to be sacrificed for the restoration of Biafra. We have to be.
So in Akawana say, Oruerendi Biafra, Ekpota Angela Madioha, they should go ahead and put Angela Madioha.
I'm telling you, anything you can be able to employ to make sure that there is total shutdown of Southeast come November 18. Do it. God will not be angry with you, because these people does not like. These people want to remove us from the face of this earth. Go to everywhere. Even as I'm talking to you in Malaysia now, do you know what's happening in Malaysia?
No.
Immigration for more than 2 weeks now has been on rampage. Taking on rampage on immigrants. They don't want to know. They say everybody go.
That means maybe Aka Nigeria here.
Now, my own children will come out tomorrow. How about Malaysia? They will maybe have to another country. But is that how we are going to continue to live as a people?
We should rebook it though. We should rebook it.
What Nadikalu and other people that are clamoring for Biafra agitation is doing is, in fact, they are trying to give our children a future. But it's so unfortunate that people like these Ohanese idiots, whatever they call themselves, these Sabo, when those people, I don't know, any people, those people are no. Those people have.
Shia, Avolam Hono. Shia.
They are there before Nadikalu came. They didn't do anything. They didn't do anything, and they allow us to suffer. They have been there for years. They are there before all this thing.
Enwe hem to the itinye. Ha said that Nnamdi Kanu enwe mandate ikwu on behalf of ndị Igbo. Achọrọ m ịjụ ajụjụ. Enwere he signed the signature nye Ohaneze authorization ikwu on your behalf.
My brother, who as leader, we need to abolish that particular group because those people are not speaking for us. Yeah, Undaguru, they are looking for arguments. Some of them are looking for that political ambition. You can imagine people that have ruled Nigeria before. Some of these people have senators before. Served in one Nigeria. What did they? You can imagine this man from Anambra State that is claiming that he's fighting for Biafra. From Massive.
But a man listening to the president of Ohaneze, the way he put his speech, he questioned that he's not fully in support of all Nigeria.
To come out full. It's not starting on this particular.
Your line is hanging, my brother. Your line is hanging. But anyhow, thank you for calling in. Thank you for participating. God bless you. And remember, Kelera Nyomo Omo Malaysia. I na Noako no do. Bye bye, my brother.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So, my people, as you can see, this is our brother from Malaysia. He called in and gave his own view. He said that he doesn't want election in Biafraland as a whole. And we did not give as the Ohaneze and other Igbo leaders are saying Nnamdi Kanu is not talking or representing the Biafran and the Igbo people in the international arena. I have another question now, not only voting. Did any of you call in and answer me yes or no? Sign any form or fill any form in any type of anything, giving Ohaneze the mandate to speak on behalf of Ndibo. So, can I check all on? Can I proclaim Guani, Udodron, Yaga Zero Mo Biafra, or Gadraina Man?
We are the children of Chukotike and we are one family. The same DNA, descendants of Derry, and descendants of Parody. So we are one people. We are traceable to the land of Israel. Our ancestral
If you listen to this song, he says, no more Niger Delta, no more divide and rule, no more southeast, no more south-south. We are one family. None of you from River State is from Bini Kingdom, nor Yoruba. Leave those stories. Please, elders of Riverine area, tell your children the simple truth. Where they belong, where they came from. Stop lying to them, nor manipulating their brain because of money of today. That is paper money. Please, my people. Ejim Chineke na you. So let us speak another call. Another caller is on the line. Let me know. Hello, do you want to participate on this show? I will get back to you later. So that was a private call. It's not about what we are saying. So Riverine area. Now the history is now starting changing. Nigeria doesn't teach history. That's why if Igbo man try to explain to his Riverine brother that we are of an age, he will not buy it. But if I was some man that came from north and sat down, that didn't even go to school, an Almajiri who get opportunity to government and change his clothes, and sit down and point hand to Yoruba land, River State man will jump up and say, wow, no wonder, that is why my bat is getting long like Yoruba man own. What a shame. Please call in. Should we participate in election, yes or no? Should Ohaneze, or did you give the mandate and power to Ohaneze to speak on your behalf? The room is open. Call the German line, call the United States own, call us through Skype, use your WhatsApp call and make a free call. Participate in what we are saying and teach your people and tell them what is your mind.
To see the unification of all Biafrans. Has it been said already? Let it be done. We are the children of Chukotike and Biafran. Hey, we are one family. The same DNA, descendants of David, descendants of Parody. Yes, so we are one people. We are traceable to the land of Israel. Our ancestral second Biafra, kingdom of God, listen, no more divide and rule. That's why people are no longer fools. We now know who we are. We are Biafrans. No more Southeast, yo. No more South, yo. No more Nigeria. All we know is Biafra. We are one family. The same DNA. Descendants of David. Descendants of Parody. We are one people. We are traceable to the land of Israel. Our ancestral second Biafra, kingdom of Mr. Pro, Namo de Kano, Radio Biafra,
On the beat.
IPOP